What is going on, everybody? My name is DiggityWiggityWaaa. This is Kingdom Come, Deliverance II. This will be part 5.
Stay right.
Yo, is this part 5?
I guess we're gonna find out. Let's find his office.
Part 5?
I know where it is. I'll
I
show
don't
you.
know.
If I'm not mistaken. And, yeah. We are continuing on. I want to thank you all for the love, support, hate, comments, whatever it is. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you. I hope everybody you care about, you love, is doing well.
Ave Maria.
What have you left for me?
Oh, damn. And I have to lockpick that, but I can't because I don't have any lockpicks, right? Yeah. So we're continuing on. We're looking for 2 young ladies currently.
Yo, Toy Story 3, that makes sense. That is not my dream, Diggity. But I'm not one to judge, so.
2 young ladies. We're looking for like a Romani gypsy. And we're looking for that lady's daughter. Now, she kind of tipped us off and told us where the young lady that is part of the gypsy crew went. Why is that yellow right now? And okay, so let's go do that. Let's mark that. I did a little bit of watching some YouTube videos yesterday. I didn't do a lot. Nothing quest related, nothing that was a spoiler of any kind. But what I did see was ways to make money. One really interesting way actually with the cabbage thief, which I'll probably look into. And that looked really, really easy. I'm surprised that didn't come up for me. It essentially, all it included was talking to the bailiff and then being sent in the direction of a cave, I believe. And then you're kind of given some options what you want to do with the cabbage thief, and it paid very handsome. So that might be something I look into. But I figured, first of all, I need to go back to Troskowitz.
What are you doing with that?
You shut up. And, oh. Well, while we're here, let's ask about Mutt. So I found some interesting ways to make money. Again, nothing spoiler related. Nothing that told me what was going to happen in the game or what to do in the game other than ways that I can, like I said, earn money.
Greetings to you. How can I help?
My dog got lost.
I think I'm in trouble for entering into his room.
Did you
But
see him by any chance?
I haven't seen any dogs round here for a while, but I hear there's wolves in the forest causing problems. Just the other day, a shepherd boy from Pavlena complained that his sheep were being eaten by the flea-ridden beasts.
Where can I find this shepherd?
Siegfried, he has a hut at Pavlena. It's just below the castle, on the back slope of the hill.
And you haven't heard anything else about wild dogs?
Here, in the tavern? No, but there was a fella here who gets by doing a bit of poaching. He said once he was hunting when, right in front of him, a large pack attacked a deer. A mix of wolves and dogs, he said. That's not something you see every day.
Do you know where that was?
How would I know where he goes hunting? But I'd say it was in the forest.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a friend of mine. He's not from round here, but...
Let me guess. A dirty ruffian who ain't got a groschen to his name but acts like he owns the
we
bloody
found him.
place.
He was here then?
Aye, he was. He was larging it up good and proper, and then he found some lads who paid his bill, unfortunately.
What do you mean by that? Why unfortunately?
Because they're right ruffians who are always up to no good. But still, birds of a feather, eh? In the end, they left like best pals, but got no idea where they went.
So he's talking about Hans, the nobleman who we were sent to guard.
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
Vostatek, Lord von Berghoff's huntsman, is a regular here. He might have some work for you. He's got a cottage near Vidlark Pond. So if you know your way round the woods, you could go and offer him your help. But I hope he hasn't started drinking somewhere else. He's my best customer. One more thing. You're not going
One
to
more
believe
thing?
this, but 2 local lads claim they found a water goblin's treasure.
You have a water goblin here.
It would be a wonder if we didn't, with all the ponds around. He's got a hut nearby. If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
Interesting.
Where did you say the water goblin's hut was?
If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
And what did they find there? Are you sure they didn't make it up?
I thought so too at first. They're foolish lads, so I wouldn't be surprised. But then they ordered wine and paid with silver. Their purse was jingling with groschen.
That doesn't mean they didn't find it somewhere else and lie about where they got
Do
it.
you happen to know where I could find these lads?
They often swim at the other side of the Rock Tower Pond. There's a pier there by the dam. That's their spot.
That's their spot.
Any other news?
Recently, a bunch of charcoal burners who have their kilns on the hill above the Kerchak Pond came here to have a beer. I started talking to them and they told me they almost didn't make it.
Why?
They said a pack of wolves came after them.
Aren't wolves afraid of people?
That's what I thought too. It's strange.
Did they tell you where it happened?
In a gorge above the Rock Tower Pond. They noticed the wolves watching them from the rocks. If you climb up those rocks, you'll be able to see the whole pond from there.
Did they tell you how large the pack was?
Good
They
news.
mentioned
Learning lots
3
here.
wolves, but God knows if that's all of them.
We're learning a lot right now.
Do you have any more news?
By the way, we've put together this wee fight club here. Would you like to try it?
Yeah?
That sounds good. What's it about?
It actually came about by chance when the miller Crazel and me bet on who has the stronger hired hands. Then other blokes from the village joined in, and it's become somewhat of a tradition.
Let's do it.
By the way, old Olbram from Zheleov keeps complaining about the Tukovites. If you go and see him, I'm sure he'll tell you more about it. But, well, he takes a bit of getting used to, though.
Oh? What do you mean?
You'll see. I mean, here, and that's pretty much everything.
Cool. We learned a lot there.
Innkeeper? That sounds interesting.
So I know the last part 4, was a little kind of dull, but my goal is to go around, explore on my own without watching very much and finding out very much and getting as many quests and information as I can and going from there.
Tell me more about these fights of yours.
Like, we have
Really
nothing right
quite
now.
Simple. You bet some money and fight against 3 blokes in turn. Our first fighter is Hans, a local musician. He may not look like much, but he knows a few tricks. Then we have Bohunek here. He works with horses, so he has more than enough strength to spare. And then there's Fiala, a good bloke, but Dorothy, his wife, has forbidden him from fighting.
I'd like to try the fights here.
Why not? But it won't be for free. If you don't have enough money, try to go and see Crazel at the mill. He recently bragged he was going to send someone here, but no one has come yet. Maybe you can come to some agreement together.
Cool.
I prefer to pay for myself.
I see you are a man of action. I like it. But a poor man of action, unfortunately. Come back when you get some more money. See you soon, my friend.
Okay, so we asked about Mutt.
Well, we
just broke and entered into someone's home while they slept to ask about the dog. Oh, okay. Why would you do that? Well, how did they react? You literally entered someone's home to ask about the dog. Isn't that kind of illegal?
He didn't have any news on Mutt. What is the quest? Anyways, let's... There's a quest there, too. Interesting. Anyways, we are a little... We're on a bit of a mission right now, and I do want to ask about the cabbage thief in Troskowitz. I do want to know if there is a bailiff that has information about that. And then in turn, I'm hoping that I can deal with that mission or quest or whatever and get enough money. Wow, that was a long way. Get enough money to where I can then buy gear. Because I really want a shield. I'd like to get some good weapons. I'd like to get a crossbow. Yeah. I think I need a pouch so that I can put, you know, food and things like that in. Actually, let's see. Do I have any food ready to eat right now? All right, that was pretty good. So I just want to get myself geared up. I'd like to get a horse. It's funny because a YouTube short came up as I was watching after I was done.
I'm just getting warmed up, you shit. You're holding it like a pig holds a bone. What's that? Stop a while, my good man.
You're not following me. God be with you. Are you a blacksmith?
And you? Gentleman's manservant, I reckon.
You deserve a clobbering for how poor a judge of people you are.
Be my guest. I'm Yitta. Hard as nails and happy to flatten you any time of the day.
I love it.
Careful, though. I don't like blades.
Glad to hear that. From one blacksmith to another.
Oh, sorry, brother. I didn't take you for someone who could swing a hammer.
Well, I love smithying, but I have a lord I must serve. What are you doing here? Where's your anvil?
Our forge has gone undone for. And these folk around me lost all they had, too.
So war, eh? It's a shitty thing.
Aye, well, that's just the way it is. By God's grace, I still have 2 hands, and I can always find work. I could do with a bit of coin right now. Fancy having a wrestle? For money?
All right, let's wrestle. Because I'm quite sure I'm the better fighter.
Great. I wouldn't be so cocky if I was you, though. I know a few tricks. I'll be done with you in no time. And because I'm so confident, I say we spice it up with a few groschen. What do you say?
I don't have the time. And I'm out of coin now, anyway.
I knew you'd chicken out and not take a wager. Well, what's to be done, eh?
I do find it funny how so many of the NPCs just randomly start fighting with each other, and very clearly bugs with the game, which, you know, is to be expected with any new game. But it seems like the NPCs really do fight a lot with each other, and then when you pull up on them, they like straighten out. It's very strange. Like, if anything, I would expect them to continue brawling and fighting with each other, but instead, the minute that you get to them, they literally straighten up. It's very strange. Anyway, so what I was saying is I was watching a YouTube short that came on after a video, And it said you could have kept your horse from the beginning. I don't know how that's possible, but I'm very intrigued by that. This game is making me think that there's a lot of replay value because you would be able to play the game differently every time. And for me, I don't know what I could have done differently in the beginning to not have lost my horse. But clearly, according to these people, there is something I could have done. So I'm perplexed by that, but I'm intrigued, interested, and would like to figure that out. And the reason they said it's best to keep your horse, I believe Penny. I believe that's the name of the horse. It's not Penis, so I'm pretty sure it's Penny. Is that you can... It's pretty much the best horse in the game if you get it upgraded properly or learn how to ride it properly, but... Okay, so who am I supposed to ask?
Just a few days walk from here.
Be careful.
You have to hear this.
Isn't safe
In
around
silver
here.
scallops, they say.
Do you have any news on this lady?
Have you seen a young girl selling baskets here? Her name is Pavlena.
I don't know, no Pavlena. Sorry. I hope you find her soon.
Can I ask about Tomcat again?
Hmm? What about him?
Okay, so there's nothing additional she can tell me.
Taking the words right
your
out of my
property to
mouth,
your
he
local
is.
church, quick, before Sigismund's soldiers seize it or torch it.
Very good job with the fence.
Who is it? Can I help you?
Don't think I can't see you.
I'm not doing anything.
Oh, do I put the torch away now?
You're doing a great job keeping watch.
Greetings. What do you need?
Have you seen a young girl selling baskets here? Her name is Pavlena.
I know the girl you mean, but I haven't seen her around lately. If I meet her, I'll tell her you asked after her.
Thank you.
So we're trying to accomplish two things right now. We're trying to find out about Pavlena, and we're also trying to find the bailiff, who apparently will have information.
God be with you.
Oh,
As the local scribe, you know a lot of things, right?
I'd say so. In this province, not a squirrel farts without my knowing.
okay.
So, if I needed to get something, you'd certainly be able to tell me where, right?
Depends on what you're looking for. Don't involve me with anything dishonorable.
No, don't worry. I'm just looking for some armor.
Armor? Well, unless you want to join von Bergau's retinue, I don't think I can help you. But try Radovan, the blacksmith in Tachon. He might at least sell you an iron helmet.
You don't know of anything better?
Aha! So, the good man is a connoisseur, eh? And how would Prince Brunswick's armor suit you?
Whose armor?
Oh, it's just a local legend.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
That may be true. But even the finest armor has to pass through the hands of the master blacksmith who forged it. I might be only an apprentice, but that's all the more reason I should take an interest in such things and learn something.
Well, that is pretty wise of you, all right. So, in short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
who exactly was this Brunswick?
You don't know, lad? Educate yourself. Brunswick was a famous Czech prince who won the lion for our country's coat of arms.
Really? How is it that I've never heard of him?
Perhaps because he never existed. Prince Vladislav II got the lion for our coat of arms for helping Emperor Frederick I, known as Redbeard.
But you just said that...
Brunswick is just a legend, but a quite lovely one, I'll give you that.
Could you recount for me the legend of Brunswick?
Well, why not? Brunswick was a valiant Bohemian prince. He lived in a time when our country had an eagle on its coat of arms, but that wasn't good enough for him. So he decided to head out into the world and gain the mark of a more powerful animal.
A man after my own heart.
You may think so, but his wife was none too happy. Her name was Ludmilla, and she begged Brunswick 100 times to stay home, but he just couldn't be persuaded. Still, he loved her very much, so he took her ring and told her that unless someone came and showed her that ring during the next 7 years, she should wait for his return. But if he failed to return after 7 years, that would mean he would never return.
And what happened next?
Brunswick's party set out to sea, but didn't get far. They were drawn in by an island with a mysterious mountain of amber that holds all ships and prevents them from leaving. Over time, the men on the deserted island died of starvation, leaving only Brunswick, who noticed that once a year a great bird called Mutt came to the island to hunt, and so the clever knight hid in his horse's hide at just the right time. And when the bird came, it mistook him for prey and carried him away. So Brunswick wandered on. After some time on the road, the prince came across something unprecedented. A duel between a lion and a 9-headed dragon. So, what do you think Brunswick did at that moment?
Well, considering what he later added to the coat of arms, I expect he helped the lion, eh?
Smart. Brunswick rushed to help the lion, and together they killed the dragon. And from that time on, they were stalwart companions. The lion even followed him all the way back to Bohemia. Except, by then, it was already too late. It had already been exactly 7 years to the day since Brunswick set off on his journey. His wife, Ludmilla, who had until that time valiantly resisted all suitors, was about to remarry. But at the wedding feast, Brunswick managed to drop the ring in her cup. So it all turned out well. For Brunswick, that is. Not so for Ludmilla's new groom, but the lion took care of that.
Where did Brunswick's armor come from?
It is said that George the Lion of Württemberg brought it here. He was the nephew of Lord Czech of Württemberg, who built Troskowitz. This George spent a lot of time with King Wenceslas. A suspiciously long amount of time, if you know what I mean.
I think I get the picture.
And it is said that one day, a lion escaped from the king's menagerie, and George overpowered it with his bare hands and laid it at the king's feet, still alive. As a reward, Wenceslas gave young Württemberg the name Lion and the armor of his ancestor, Prince Brunswick. Only Sir George didn't live to enjoy it for long. He caught the plague at a tournament abroad and died on his way back to his king. Specifically, while visiting his uncle here at Troskowitz. Of course, the king wanted his armor back, but Lord Czech didn't want to give it to him, claiming he had the hereditary right to it. It looked like Wenceslas would lay siege to Troskowitz, but fortunately Lord Czech was completely destitute by then, so he sold all of Troskowitz and the armor to the king.
Czech was broke. How come?
Because of building his castle. Troskowitz may be impressive, but it's too expensive for a nobleman. Even the king had difficulty paying for such a castle.
Sure.
Well, if the king was so endeared with Brunswick's armor, why did he leave it here?
Because he didn't have any choice, my friend. He never found the armor. Lord Czech was as cunning as a fox. While he did leave the armor here, he never told anyone where. It's said he hid it so it could only be found by a true knight, each piece in a different place. Or so they say round these parts. Who knows if there's any truth to the tale?
Interesting.
And do you know where I could find Brunswick's armor?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armor, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
Of course.
And how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone, behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche, yet deeper still, a place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armor gleaming still.
Uh-huh. And that was supposed to help me, eh?
Answers come to the wise, kicks to the stupid.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Well, thanks a lot.
Hold on, I'll give you something else. Sir George, who previously owned the armor, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too, but he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armor, but this is certainly true because I have a copy of George's order here. Here, take it as a keepsake.
As if he just got it on him. There he is. It's the guy we're looking for.
The daughter of Bohemia from Zhelyov. She comes here selling baskets and other items.
Aye, I know her.
Do you know if she's been here in the last few days, Master Bailiff? I'm a bit worried about her.
I haven't seen her myself, but you can ask around the village. Try the houses along the road to Zhelyov. She'd have to pass that way.
What can you tell me about Pavlena?
She used to live here with her mother, but then we drove them out. She's not the kind of girl you'd notice much, but she knows how to take care of herself. I let her come round here because, well, maybe I've gotten soft in my old age. But I reckon children shouldn't have to pay for their parents' sins. Don't you think?
100%.
Why did you drive them out of Troskowitz? What happened?
Bohemia was our midwife. It ain't the cleanest trade, but it's needed. Women all over the domain used to call for her help with births. Only, as it turned out, bad help is worse than no help at all. I won't go digging up old...
He's talking about Pavlena's mom, the lady that helped me and Hans.
That old witch out of here.
The one, Pavlena's mother, she's by herself there from the beginning of the game.
Has Pavlena got any friends here? Acquaintances?
There's Roman, who brings us wood.
Okay.
Roman? Who's he?
A woodcutter like his father. May he rest in peace. He lives just off the green. His hair is red like embers. You can't miss him.
And Pavlena's on friendly terms with him?
You could put it like that. Roman's pa wouldn't be too happy about his son being with an outsider like her. But all he can do now is look down and weep. Not that Roman ain't a decent lad. Honest and hard-working. It wouldn't surprise me if Pavlena left her ma to be with him.
It's possible. I'll go and see Roman.
Do that. Like I said, his house is near the edge of the village, close to the pond.
Really?
Do you think anyone here would want to hurt Pavlena?
Troskowitz is a decent village. You'd better watch your mouth.
What's new in the county, Master
That's
Bailiff?
the dialogue we're looking for. About the cabbage.
He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
I've seen those. You talk like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men, and that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you. What's
That's it?
new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one of the
Okay,
local
so
peasants.
same-
He said
I've seen
that we found someone I've been digging.
Same dialogue.
I'd like to buy something. Where can I find some merchants around here?
If it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village, of course. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help you.
Okay.
What's new, Bailiff?
Nothing special. Fortunately, Troskowitz is a quiet village. It's peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far, thank God. Just here and there a brawl in the tavern or the neighbour's errant cow. Well, that's how it was until recently, at least.
And what happened?
What do you think? It started with that nomadic riffraff, theft of hens and sheep, then continued with ambushes on the road. And then the wolves started to come in from the forest on account of the poachers killing off their prey. Oh, and then our master Chamberlain Ulrich. Oh my God. But that's no business of yours, understand?
I understand. That's your business, Bailiff.
Okay, so maybe he told us in the past about it. I believe it's down here, what I saw. We do need a spade. I also did see... So what I need is I need a spade. We need a shovel for digging. Who's that?
Hey, you! Have you done something? You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Have you seen a young girl here? Her name is Pavlena. She wears a headscarf and sells baskets.
I don't know her, but you can ask my father. He'll probably be in the rat house somewhere.
I'd like to apologize for that brawl. Lord Capon is a bit hot-headed.
That Capon of yours is a puffed-up fool, more to the point. But that was some punch, I'll give him that. And you fought like a lion and all. We outnumbered you, but we still had our work cut out.
But you were better. If they hadn't dragged us apart, we wouldn't have stood a chance.
Aye, but you wouldn't avoid the stocks even so. People in the village don't like strangers, and my father is no different. In any case, as far as the two of us are concerned, it's all water under the bridge, right?
Right.
You can see I'm not some idiot, can't you? I just don't like haughty fuckers. And you aren't one, are you?
I hope not.
I'm sure you aren't. You're a good lad. I can tell. And a good brawler as well. If you ever want a proper workout and some fisticuffs, Lawrence the Zhelyov innkeeper is your man. Farewell.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to investigate this Oh, right there. Oh, well, we don't want to miss that. I do want to try to find this cabbage grower, seller, merchant, whatever he is, and find out if we can get some quick cash. Turn that into some armor, some food.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
I don't want to get in trouble, man. I already feel like I'm on such thin ice.
What?
Where's the woodcutter? Not bad. I gotta find the woodcutters. What's Widow Margaret saying?
I'm looking for a young girl named Pavlena. She's missing. She was supposed to be selling baskets here. Do you know anything about her?
Young girls don't stop for a chat with me. And why should they? I'm an old crone all alone in the world. Take care now.
Me too. The woodcutter should be like right here. Where the hell are they, man? I'm gonna wait an hour. I'll wait one more hour. Nothing. Oh, hello.
Be careful.
Have you seen a young girl selling baskets here? Her name is Pavlena.
Aye, she's been hanging out with Roman from next door. Maybe they went off somewhere together? Dushko, my husband, was looking for Roman. Better ask him.
God be with you.
Go be with you. From next door. Not very descriptive when you say next door. Like, what the hell does that mean? Bashka.
I'm looking for Pavlena, the basket seller. Do you know anything about her?
I don't know who you're on about. I'm a butcher. If it's baskets you're after, try somewhere else. I don't know nothing about no baskets. You shouldn't be here.
I'm already out, dipshit.
Lord be with you. Have you seen a young girl here? Her name is Pavlena. She wears a headscarf and sells baskets.
No, I don't know anything about her. So, farewell.
Okay. Wow, man. I need to work up my stamina here. Who's that?
Why are you showing that off?
Oh, I'm sorry. So, we're going to do something final here. We're going to try to find Roman. I have one more gander for the woodcutters, which I don't see. And, there he is, woodcutter.
You're looking for Roman? I also need to find him. To ask if he knows where Pavlena is.
That sweetheart of his? Well now, I hadn't thought of that. They could be together somewhere, so you can help me look for him.
Amen, brother.
Where do you think Pavlena and Roman might be?
Not long ago, Roman was talking over a beer about how him and Pavlena wanted to leave and start a new life.
She wouldn't leave her mom, dude.
Somewhere where no one knows her and her ma.
You think they'd really do it?
I took it all with a grain of salt, but after what he told me last time, anything is possible. For Christ's sake, he's got a whole house his pa left him. He wouldn't just leave it on account of her, would he?
She wouldn't leave her mom either.
Well, I don't think either that
Nah.
Pavlena would just run off and leave her mother alone.
You never know with women. And what's more, no, I shouldn't say nothing about that. Best to go and look in Roman's house. He wouldn't just leave empty-handed, right?
All right. Let's go and take a look at Roman's.
Great. That is, you can go there.
Hang on, you said you two were friends. Why would I go there alone?
For one thing, I have to work. And besides, how would it look if anyone saw me breaking down his door? My reputation would be ruined. Whereas you, no offense, you're a stranger. You don't have to worry about your good name, do you? But me, I'd lose my livelihood.
How do I get into Roman's house?
Through the door, of course. Only it's locked. I tried it. You'll have to figure something out.
That must be the one with the hayloft.
Oh, that's just great. All right.
Actually, I think we're standing in front of it right now.
After you search the place, come back and let me know what you found. I'll be around here somewhere.
Okay. We've already opened it.
Nobody home. But maybe Pavlena was here. It's set for 2. freshly eaten. And there are the baskets Pavlena came here to sell. They were here for sure. Maybe they just went for a stroll. Dushko might know about their favorite spots.
I'm gonna eat up while I'm here, right? Why am I gonna waste my own food when I can do it like this?
There's nothing left here.
Okay. So Dushko couldn't have gone far. There he is.
I searched Roman's house.
And what did you find?
Now, there's no one there, but Pavlena had been there for sure. The table was set for two, and I found the baskets that she sells too.
You're right. It sure does look like she was there.
It can't have been long ago either. The food was still fresh. Any idea where they might have gone?
Well, they've got a favorite spot down by the stream. You could try looking there.
Where exactly?
There's a ditch leading from Roman's house to the stream. Follow it down the hill. When you come to a place where the stream flows between the two big boulders, turn left and go straight. There it is, under an old linden tree.
All right. Thank you.
But,
Okay.
mind you don't walk into the middle of anything, awkward. And tell that lazy bastard to get his ass to work. I'm not going to do his work for him. Farewell.
Is it marked on the map? Okay. It is marked on the map. Which is great, because I think what we'll do after we hit this up is we will search for the cabbage thief person. Oh, they're bees.
Christ, there must have been a fight here. This must be the place Dushko was telling me about. How the local lads bring their girls over here. He's covered in blood.
Oh my
Used as a
God.
weapon, maybe.
Wow. I wonder, the fresh graves by that shrine. I wonder if that's, so they came out here for a picnic and something happened. There's the wolves. So now where are we on the map? So it still wants me to search the crime scene.
A trail of blood. I should see where it leads. This
Oh,
is surely Pavlena's. A piece of her dress. This doesn't look good. If I had Mutt here, I could let him sniff it. Oh well. Never mind. Blood. I hope it's not Pavlena's.
Is there anything else here? Still says to search the crime scene. Is it still there? It is still there. Do we have to have Mutt? What am I missing?
Jesus. This must be Roman. Someone buried him here. Mother of God.
Where the hell
And
did
the
that
body's been
lady
munched
then?
on by a pig.
You
I should try and
stupid
find out who's
swine.
herding those pigs. Maybe they saw something.
Piggy!
I found a stray pig.
That's great. I lost a sow somewhere. Where is she?
Not so fast. It's munching on a corpse back there in the forest.
Blessed Virgin! What corpse?
My guess is it's Roman. A local woodcutter.
By all that's holy! I saw him going towards the woods with his girl, and now you tell me he's dead. Surely she didn't kill him. Oh, Christ! I think I'm gonna throw up.
Who are you?
My name is Hugo.
Hugo.
Dogs. I take them to the woods to forage for acorns and nuts.
You're
But I
nuts.
ain't got nothing to do with no cops, if that's what you're asking.
Have you seen anything suspicious going on around here?
Suspicious? Like how?
Anything, bro.
Someone carrying or dragging something? That corpse didn't walk
Anything.
there on its own.
Hang on now. I did see something a bit odd.
'Kay.
One of the farmhands came from the woods in a big hurry.
Ooh.
And he was carrying a spade.
Which one of them was it?
Straw! That is Slavomir. But everyone calls him Straw. He works on Yakish's farm. A big farmstead in the south of the village. Oh, do you think he could have killed Roman?
Who knows? But it does seem like he buried him.
God's truth.
You say you saw Roman with his girl. You mean Pavlena?
Aye, that's the name. Pavlena. I saw the pair of them going down towards the stream.
Right, for a smooch.
For a smooch.
Yeah.
The two of them are pretty close.
Isn't it?
That is, they were. Oh, you think the girl might be mixed up in his death?
I hope not. I'm trying to find her too. Thanks for your help. I better go and find that farmhand.
Aye, and if he really done it, give the murdering fucker what he deserves. Piggy, come here. Ladybird, you stupid swine. Ladybird, come home. Where the hell did that pig go? Ladybird.
All right, so let's go confront this swine. Baby bird. For a walkie. You want to go for a walk? Yeah. Ladybird. But, okay, Roman and Pavlena, they go for a picnic down by the water there, right? They go to Makeout Point. There's all kinds of blood. There's a rock where someone's been beaten, clearly. And then we find a corpse in which our main character has said it's Roman. But yet there's still no signs of Pavlena.
Ave Maria.
There's very few possibilities, right? Either Pavlena was involved, or something has happened to Pavlena, and the killer essentially has taken her with him.
What brings you here?
Ooh, here he is. I know it's him.
Are you the one they call Straw?
Yeah? Why?
I know everything. I know you buried Roman's body in the woods.
What? How could you? That's not true.
It's no use trying to wriggle out of it. I have a witness.
Shit. Fuck. I didn't want nothing to do with it, I swear. It's all that girl's fault.
Where is Pavlena?
I ain't telling you nothing.
Oh, you are.
Don't try any charades with me. If something's happened to Pavlena, you'll pay for it. Here and now.
No. You're the one who will pay. I won't let you go and snitch on us. I'll show you. Ah! 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 Oh! I yield! Mercy!
Had enough?
Enough! Enough! I'll tell you everything. We didn't want it to end like this, I swear.
She got another suitor?
Everything.
Speak up!
Well, it all began in the tavern. We were boozing with Yakish. He don't go to the tavern much, but when he does, me and my brother go along too. Even though we're just his hired farmhands, he buys us wine.
Yeah? Go on.
When Yakish got drunk, he started remembering that day when his wife and son died. It happened during childbirth. And to this day, Yakish blames Bohemia, the herb woman, for it. She was the midwife. I don't know if it was really her fault, but anyway, the boy died and she didn't baptize him, even though she had every right to do it. The little fella died unchristened, so his soul is damned for all eternity. That's not right.
Actually, children who die unbaptized aren't damned. I heard a priest once talking about some place called Crimbo or something. It's like hell, only the colours are different. And it's, I think, underground? Or in Prague.
Can I carry on?
Right, yeah. So, you were in the tavern with Yakesh, and...
He got
He
loaded.
had 3 or 4 jugs inside him. Yakish started on about how he'd give anything to see Bohemia suffer the same pain as he did.
Wow.
It wasn't enough for him that they drove her out of the village that time. He wanted to pay her back even more.
I hope for your own good, this isn't going where I think it's going.
No. Listen, my brother Ota, he was always the sly one out of the two of us. He came up with this idea that we'd lie in wait for Pavlena when she came to sell her baskets.
I see. Bohemia's daughter for Yakish's son.
No, it wasn't like that. We didn't set out to kill her, just to give her a bit of a hiding and tell her not to come back here again. Then we'd lie to Yakish that she was dead, and he'd reward us with... well, he's got 2 girls to marry off, and Marusha's a pretty one. But he'd never let either of them marry a hired hand unless I'd done him a worthwhile service. See?
Oh, so you two just ambushed that poor girl? Where is she now? Answer!
We followed her along the path to the pond, and then we jumped her. Only then her fella turned up, Roman. As soon as he saw us, he charged us like a wounded boar. And he held my brother by the throat and pounded him like a madman. So I grabbed a rock and smashed him over the head with it. I never seen so much blood. I didn't mean to kill him, I swear.
God almighty. And what did you do with
She must have taken off running.
She was stunned when she saw what happened. So my brother grabbed her and dragged her into the rocks while I went to bury Roman. We couldn't just let her go after she'd seen everything.
Where in the rocks?
To the south of Zhelyov. There's a kind of gorge there. An abandoned poacher's hide with a ladder leading to it.
That's really too bad.
I've told you everything. What are you going to do with me?
Both of you should be tried justly for what you did. I'll take you to the bailiff and leave the rest to him.
Kurva, I really didn't want it to end like this.
I brought you Slavobor, they call him Straw, from Yakesh's farm. He and his brother attacked Pavlena and killed Roman. Then Straw buried him in the woods.
For the love of God, Straw! Is this true?
We didn't mean to kill anyone. We just wanted to give Pavlena a scare and Roman went for us. It was self-defense.
Henry, is it true what he's saying?
Straw's not telling the whole truth. He and his brother attacked Pavlena, thinking they could get something out of him.
I might have known. We'll keep Straw under lock and key until I decide what to do with him. Thanks for bringing him in, Henry. Roman was an honest Christian. It's a great shame.
How the fuck did I lose reputation points there? That's absolute bullshit, man. Reputation. When I'm bringing the asshole in for the crimes he committed.
What?
Shut the fuck up.
Crime's been on the bloody rise.
So where was the hayloft that I went up into? It's got to be over here somewhere, right? Yeah, it's over here. It has to be. I think I'm already starting to recognize the town a little bit. It's right here. Yep. All right, so let's go for a little napski. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for me.
DiggityWiggityWaaa says, well, that's going to do it for me. Another round in the books, my boy.
Wait, what? What's her name? DiggityWiggity? Okay.
That's going to do it for me. I want to thank you very much for all the love, support, hate, comments, whatever it is. I feel awful that I got to tell this old lady what's happened to her daughter, all because of something that happened years ago and because of religion and all those things. But it's absolutely awful. I want to thank you again very much for all the love, support, hate, comments, whatever it is. That's going to do it for me. DiggityWiggityWaaa signing out. I believe this is part 5. Thank you very much.
DiggityWiggityWaaa, I'm in my digital lair. Fingers dancing on keys in this virtual air. Levels rise and fall like a hero's fate. Guitar solos soar in this game I create. DiggityWiggityWaaa, in my pixel world, I'm a hero fighting, winning, hurl through the levels unseen. I find and save.